Clutter tolerance is exactly what it sounds like. It just means how much tolerance you have for clutter. How much clutter can you handle? There are people who have a very high tolerance for clutter, meaning they can let things pile up on the floor, they can step over dirty clothes or toys, or let paperwork pile up on their desk. They don't consider it a problem because it is not affecting them. It doesn't bother them. They're going about life, they're doing just fine. They have a high tolerance for clutter and they're functioning perfectly well. And then there are those people who have to have everything exactly in the perfect space, everything cleared off, no clutter whatsoever, because they have a super low or zero tolerance for clutter. Now, most of us live somewhere in between there. And we're all going to feel the resonance of the clutter in one way or another, or to a certain degree or another. So when it comes to clutter, we are all different and we all function differently. So as you're going through this journey, just remember to focus in on you and your tolerance for clutter and give yourself what you need. Declutter as much as you need and do this for you. And don't really worry about the people around you. I know it's really hard when you live with other people that have a different tolerance level for clutter, which is the situation that I'm in. My husband has a very high tolerance for clutter, and I have a medium to low, pretty low tolerance for clutter. So just being able to focus in on myself and worrying about myself first was so helpful when I started this journey, and not really worrying about him and letting him deal with his stuff. If his stuff started to encroach into my stuff and into my area, then I would go ahead and just clean it up and take care of it. And, talking about the clutter habits, I went ahead and picked up after him and just made that a habit to do it with gratitude and know that I'm so grateful that I am making my home exactly the way that I want to make it. Or I'm so grateful for my husband because he is such a great provider and he loves me so much. And picking up his crap and putting it away and not worrying about it because he has such a high tolerance for clutter. And knowing too that he doesn't see a lot of things. I can only speak from my personal experience, but I know that when my husband says he did not notice something, he means it. He really didn't see it. When I ask him, can you please pick up your stuff on the floor? He, honest to God, didn't even notice it because it doesn't affect his universe. It doesn't affect his life the way it affects mine because of my really low tolerance for clutter, because I can really feel the clutter physically and mentally. So that's why we focus on ourselves. And then eventually everybody else in our family kind of starts to notice these new routines and habits that we've gotten into, and everything just falls in place. I promise you it all works itself out.